second down. On second down, it's Drake. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On third and long, it's Allen. And that's complete to Croft. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Now Drake. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
56.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lightning speed there on the sack from the corner, Duke Dawson. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen. And that will be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Lock in the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
And now look at him go. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Nelson Aguilar, 79 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the grab by Croft. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Again, running right, Drake. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. On 2nd down now, it's Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Allen.
We think, Brandon, I like the...
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
You draw quarter. Check. Hey, Zoo.
On 2nd and 9. Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing now is Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, Drake. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. On second and 12, Allen. He'll get this one to his tight end. That's Jason Kroon. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
He's coming.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Rock, shoot.
On second down, here's Locke. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On second down, it's Drake. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Allen from the gun on third down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
I got one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Lock now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. To try again after the sack. Locke is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Andre Roberts is deep for Buffalo. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Allen going to throw. The crossing route. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds. Allen to throw once more. They'll set up the screen to Drake. Late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out.
Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that's
doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.